at Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory in California, USA have just announced a major breakthrough in making nuclear fusion energy a reality. This is also the first time in history that researchers have created a fusion reaction that produces more energy than the input energy. Fusion reactions occur when atoms collide with each other, forming heavier atoms and releasing energy. This is the type of reaction commonly seen in stars and the sun, where hydrogen atoms fuse together to form helium atoms. To perform this reaction on Earth, scientists must heat hydrogen atoms to millions of degrees Celsius. This also consumes a significant amount of energy and requires achieving net energy to make fusion energy feasible. To accomplish this, scientists at Livermore Laboratory used 192 high-intensity lasers. All aimed simultaneously at a target the size of a peppercorn containing hydrogen isotopes. Previously, this target was carefully encased in a diamond shell polished to perfection. This experiment produced 3.15 million joules of energy, 50% higher than the 2.05 million joules of energy used by the lasers to stimulate the reaction. This is the first time scientists have achieved a breakthrough in energy known as fusion ignition. Similar to using a spark plug to ignite the combustion reaction in an engine to produce much higher energy. For many years, scientists have struggled to create the immense temperatures mentioned above, as well as maintain them long enough to create the fusion reaction. Now, this challenge has been overcome as multiple consecutive reaction time records have been set. However, this is the first time scientists have achieved net energy gain. Evidence showing the feasibility of producing electricity from fusion reactions on Earth. But this is not a complete victory. To generate the 2.05 million joules of energy for the aforementioned laser, Livermore Laboratory had to use 300 million joules of energy from the Thus, the energy produced by the fusion reaction is only equivalent to 1% of the grid energy used to create it. Therefore, despite achieving this important milestone after decades of experimentation, scientists say there is still a very long road ahead before fusion energy can realize humanity's dream of clean energy. For decades, scientists have experimented with high-energy fusion reactors. But the total energy newly generated in this process was less. Nuclear fusion has greater potential than all other energy sources we know. It can release nearly 4 million times more energy than chemical reactions like burning coal, oil, or gas. Additionally, this reaction produces 4 times more energy than nuclear fission, the process currently used in all nuclear power plants worldwide. Is nuclear fusion truly a greener alternative to what we are doing now? How far have we come in generating electricity from this process? To find out, German television station Der Latwe visited the ITER International Experimental Fusion Reactor, a major collaborative project between nuclear fusion experts from 35 countries. Mr. Pietro Arabashi, ITER's Director General, believes the future of fusion energy is very bright. Currently, all nuclear power plants worldwide use fission reactors to generate electricity. However, this is not a common fuel source in most countries due to public concerns about harmful radiation. As accidents like the Chernobyl disaster, the Fukushima crisis, and the partial meltdown at 3 Mile Island in the US continue to haunt them. Mr. Akomas, an ITER technical expert who has been with the project since its early days, said, "The main difference between nuclear fission and fusion is the radioactivity of the fuel each method produces. In fission reactions, uranium and plutonium are both radioactive, and once energy is extracted from them, radioactive waste remains. Meanwhile, 2 basic materials are considered most effective for fusion energy. Deuterium is not radioactive, but tritium is. However, its radiation is weak and short-lived. Even on an industrial scale, radioactivity from fusion can be limited to just 100 to 200 years. This is much more manageable compared to the 40,000 years we see in fission reactions." Will there be fusion power plants in the next 30 years? However, technically, achieving self-sustaining and stable fusion reactions is very difficult. According to Director Azabashi, to achieve fusion on Earth, gases need to be heated to extremely high temperatures. About 150 million degrees Celsius, roughly 10 times the temperature of the Sun's core. The challenge scientists are currently grappling with is how to produce this fuel on a larger scale. The transition from fusion experiments to power-generating reactors is similar to moving from burning wood to coal-fired power plants. Although this is a major challenge, Mr. Lacroix believes the experimental reactor at ITER will be operational by the end of this decade and could help build a pilot power plant within the next 30 years. Fusion energy certainly cannot solve the recent energy crisis, but it will be the clean energy source of the future and usher in a new energy era. Thank you for watching this video.